Well, it sure is a beautiful afternoon to go out for a walk. Well, happy President's Day as we're underway of this video today. And yeah, I gotta say, pretty nice. Well, I was pretty much thinking about a lot of fun things we could do and what we could bring back to the channel this year. We are definitely going to get a season 2 of the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo. That right there is going to be pretty good. We waited 3 years after that second and final episode on season 1 to even bring back a show like that. That's gonna be pretty good. So yes, I'm thinking that Saturday, February 28th, that would be a pretty good time to go out, have a good time, and it'll be at high noon, so we would have to get over there by noon and get to the arena and have ourselves a good time. And you guys get that front row seat. Yeah, we are going to have only 2 episodes for the second season and a renewed third season. What's that right there is going to be pretty good. Well, I hear a vacuum cleaner going on in that one. But yes, beautiful day. Just come out here, enjoy life, I guess. I don't know, I wish I had me a chair and we'll just sit out here and probably just enjoy life, I guess. So yeah, that is my plan. Thinking about getting some tickets to the Stock Show Rodeo here in San Antonio and stuff. And yeah, it's gonna be pretty good. Well, thinking about also inviting one of my friends to the rodeo, part of my West Creek Trail Rides group. And so far, well, we'll definitely think about that. You know, it'd be $40 for my ticket and $40 for that person that goes with me. So you're looking at $80 if I was to take somebody else with me, or they meet me at the Coliseum. But anyway, it'd be pretty cool. Now, if you've ever been to a rodeo, which I've been to I've been to 2 rodeos in my entire life, and I would certainly love to go to a lot more than just 2. But, most definitely we get to go have ourselves a good time and go watch them broncs go crazy. Boy, them broncs are kick high, and boy, the riders better hang on for dear life when they get going out of that chute. But I tell you, they really do some high kicking. But yeah, just a beautiful day. Just looking at everything and stuff. Just absolutely beautiful on this day. Just get out of the apartment for a while and, well, heck, talk to you guys as well. And yesterday we went to the rodeo grounds, and so far it was the best thing I've ever seen. Me and this one friend of mine from West Creek, we went over there, we took care of some horses, we mucked out their stalls, we cleaned the stalls pretty good. And yeah, so far we gave them some hay, some water, and yeah, some pretty good wood shavings for their bed and stuff. But yes, we did all of that. Then we got to walk around and see the cowboys just practicing on their horses and just all types of stuff. And I was asking myself, boy, do I miss riding or what? You know, I pretty much do. I love riding horses. I've been riding since I was a little boy. Well, about 8 years old. And yeah, to this day and every day, I love being a Texas cowboy. Now, I'm a cowboy to the very end. You know, a lot has changed. I mean, after Love's new series, after her death and stuff, it pretty much transformed me into this cowboy, and I had a dream of being a cowboy. And I saw this neighbor of mine that I used to know back in West Texas, and man, I tell you what, you would have enjoyed this neighbor. He was one of the greatest neighbors that we've ever had in West Odessa. And well, he had a ranch across the street from our old home at the Wingate house. And well, evidently, one night, I guess we went on a trail ride. It was the best thing we've ever experienced. And so anyway, it was really good. Then, you know, sad news broke out after 2004. The guy that owned the ranch, our best friend, our greatest neighbor that we knew, had passed away due to a heart attack. All of us had cried our eyes out because he was number one. He was one of the greatest neighbors that we've ever got to meet. And you guys would have really loved him. His name was Ronnie. Ronnie, he was a great neighbor. You know, he was one of them neighbors who was very kind, very friendly. You know, and anybody that got interested in horses, you know, he would talk his head off about the horses. He would say, hey, you know, the horses, they're pretty good. You know, they were pretty good pets. But you know, I mean, after his death in 2004, you know, the ranch, you know, they sold all his horses, or they gave him a new home or something. And yeah, Mom and Dad divorced each other in 2004 after that. And yeah, the Wingate home got foreclosed on. And yeah, they took pretty much everything out. Yeah, well, pretty much that home was not in tip-top shape. No, that home was just boatloads of repairs. But yeah, anyway, I do miss him every day. You know, that neighbor of mine, I think about him every day. But you know, one day he heard me say, when I grow up, I want to be a cowboy, and that was my destiny right there. I was destined to become what I became. What I became is what I love. You know, and a cowboy loves to ride horses. A cowboy would love to go to a stock show rodeo, and a cowboy is a cowboy for life, especially if he's in the great state of Texas or Oklahoma or wherever you are. You know, there's there's a lot of people that compete in the Texas rodeo. You have people from Calgary, Canada. You have people from all across Hudson, and Heartland's territory. But you pretty much have a lot of competitors that come into the rodeo circuit, and they ride the wild broncs to the wild bull and stuff. And, they do pretty good, But, yeah, anyway, we're going to bring back the stock show rodeo this year, and we're looking, all eyes are on February 28th at noon. So, yeah, pretty much we're going to bring it back. So don't you guys worry, because that's a date that I think I'm going to get tickets on. And so far, that'd be pretty good too. But yeah, if you love going to the rodeo, write down in the comments below, say, I love rodeo. Let's ride. Yeah. But, and I tell you one thing, I love to ride. I love to just be a cowboy. And, I want this to be a career for me. And, one of these days it will be a career for me. Where I'm back helping in the customer service field. And, anybody that wants to go to the rodeo with me can. But it's got to be somebody that's on West Creek Trail Ride property. And, I get to choose that lucky winner of going to the rodeo with me. So that'd be pretty neat. But anyway, pretty good ideas and stuff. Take a best friend out to the rodeo. Shoot, I could take Benji or his family and we can hang out, watch them crazy broncs go crazy. But yeah, that'd be a cool experience for all of us. To get out, go to the rodeo, which a lot of people, you look at the 1st of February, which that was the start and home opener here in San Antonio for the Stock Show Rodeo. And so far, packed house. It's like Nelson Wolff Stadium. Every time it's a opening new season, then yes, it will be a packed house. Or jersey giveaway or whatever it is. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, let's talk about the missions and stuff. I'll go ahead and set my camera right here. And yeah, we could talk. Let's talk right here under this tree. Why not? But yeah, anyway, 2028, we are expected a new ballpark, as San Antonio will compete their last 2 seasons in Nelson Wolff. There's a rumor going around that we're getting a $160 million ballpark. And yeah, so far, San Antonio and the San Antonio missions are being moved. Let's look at it this way. They're not going to be advanced forward back to AAA. They have to stay here in AA. They're part of the Texas League, and so far they've been part of the Texas League for a long time. I do believe since 1988 is when they were pretty much in the Texas League. And anyway, they competed for so many years, and Wolff Stadium was their home for a long time. It's been a pretty good home to them ever since. But as we look at 2026, 2027, and then 2 more years in Wolff Stadium, there could be a new stadium on the horizon. And as it gets ready for its first home opener of the year, and then everybody is just packed house. It's like the San Antonio Rodeo and stuff, which apparently that's pretty good, if you know what I mean. But yeah, they have like the San Antonio Missions jersey giveaways to the first 1,500 fans or however many fans there is. But literally, it's like packed house, which that's pretty good too. But anyway, so yeah, um, we do plan to go watch the Missions play. And yes, we do get these last couple of years being at Wolf Stadium. Now, rumor has it that Amazon is planning to buy the property, which we don't know what could happen, but apparently we would have to see what happens on that note. And so far, we'll figure that out. But anyway. Yeah, so you guys like my Stetson? Yeah, pretty good hat. Had to stretch it out a little bit, but yeah, trying to make it fit my head, which it's doing a pretty good job of that. I've been stretching on it, making it look pretty good and stuff. But yeah, anyway, beautiful day today. Blue sky, beautiful conditions. This is San Antonio stock show rodeo type weather. And yes, all eyes are on February 28th, which I definitely might get a ticket or get 2 tickets, and I might just take me somebody. I'll just ask around and see who wants to go with me. But it's West Creek Trail Rides people only. So, yes, I do apologize, but maybe down the road, we'll see if anybody in my church group wants to go with me. That'd be pretty good too, from Lavernia. And yeah, just have a pretty good time and stuff. But yeah, I wish I had me a chair out here, just sit outside, enjoy the weather, and just have a pretty good time and stuff. Hear the birds and stuff. But yeah, Ronnie told me one time, he said, whatever you do in the future, if you're destined to become this cowboy that you so desire and stuff, follow your dreams, follow your passion of what you want to do. You could become whatever you want. You could become a cowboy, you could be a horse wrangler, you could do whatever your little heart wants. It's pretty good. But my goal in life is to fully evolve into a cowboy, and that's what I want to do. And I love to ride. Don't get me wrong. I love riding horses. I am fascinated by horses. And yes, I've been fascinated ever since my neighbor Ronnie was there with us in Odessa. We'd be like this. Like, we'd have like a fence right here, and we'd be like this. Just have our fingers on the wired fence, and we'd be like, man, look at those. Those are pretty cool. But every time Ronnie would come by, we would say, hi, Ronnie. He'd be like, hi. He'd be overfeeding his horses, the big bales of hay, and, that's a pretty good ranch that he used to have. And right now it's an RV park, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, anyway. But yeah, anyway. That door is just so noisy. Need some WD-40 on it. But anyway, it's just surely a beautiful afternoon, and just glad I could talk to you guys instead. But anyway. well, just pretty nice. I was wondering what that was. I was thinking somebody in that window was staring at me. But yeah, we'll just come out here, sit down, maybe enjoy life. Listen to cars drive by and, a lot of stuff. But yeah, I'll post the link down below if you guys want to watch those 2 episodes 3 years ago. They're pretty good rodeo. I don't know, I was hearing some strange noises coming from that way. Well, yeah, we are going to bring back the rodeo season this year. And, February 28th at noon, it will be a pretty good deal. Go all the way on Highway 90, which I know where everything is. Highway 90 is where San Antonio Mission's Nelson Wolf Stadium is. And then you got the Frost Bank Center, which technically that was a former known name as AT&T Center, which now they changed the name to it. But now it's called Frost Bank Center. So anyway, gotta be pretty good, a few weeks and stuff. But anyway, yeah, I gotta pay the rent, and so far pay the $430 that I owe and stuff towards this month's rent. And pretty much that's all my bills right there. And yes, car insurance as well. Let's not forget about car insurance. So yeah, that'd be pretty good too. Yeah. Well, so far, we made tacos for dinner tonight, which that was pretty good. Oh, it's always good to make tacos. I really enjoy that. I went to the grocery store, got me some tea and soda. I got one deal of chocolate milk left. And yeah, be pretty neat. And so far we are renewed to the 2nd season, and then we are renewed to a season 3 and a potential season 4 right after that. But anyway, yeah, we'll keep you guys up to date on everything rodeo here. And yeah, so far, boy, I tell you, I can't wait. I'm super excited we go on that day and we have fun. And right after we get off of the rodeo, we'll hit the West Creek Trail Rides and we'll have some more fun. So hopefully we'll get to go riding and stuff. Hey, plan the outdoor activities with a lot of fun. First the rodeo, then that. Well, that'd be pretty fun. Well, I don't know if there's anything else I would love to talk about. I don't know. I just enjoy this beautiful, beautiful day. Just probably might think about going next door using that walking path right there, as you can see. It's right over there, and I might use that to go around and walking. But yeah, this Stetson is starting to fit my head. So pretty good on that. Now, in the near future, we'll go down, we'll look at cowboy hats, and I would most certainly like to own me a few more of these Stetson type hats. This hat right here, $159.99. And yeah, so far Amazon has everything. You look at their stuff You know, if you go like the Cavenders, you know, they'll charge you like $350 for a hat. That's kind of crazy when we look at it. And then if you look at the expensive type hats, like I saw online today, I saw a hat worth $1,300, and that's for the expensive one that they have. And I was like, geez, $1,300 for a cowboy hat? I don't think so. Oh man, boy, that would really hurt your wallet if you had to pay that much, I imagine. But anyway, that's crazy. I don't have that kind of money. That's kind of crazy right there, guys. But yeah. So write me down in the comments if you're super excited about this rodeo. It returning back this year, and then 2027 we're going to see season 3, and then season 4 possibly coming in 2028 and stuff. But we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to go have rodeo seasons, and we're going to have a lot of fun, let me tell you. And besides that, you know, we need to find some things to do. I mean, even on our off days, you know, it kind of gets boring when you have to sit around and do absolutely nothing. You think about life, you'd be like, what do I want to do? What do I want to do, you know? I mean, if you ever feel that way, it does get boring and stuff. You know, you'd be like, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? I don't know. But, anyway, we're pretty much good on dinner. It's almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And yes, I got all my work shirts, all my chores, pretty much everything finished. But, you know, anyway. Well, anyway, you guys like that hat? It's looking pretty good. Yeah, it's a one-of-a-kind hat. I really like it. Kind of make my hair stand out. Look like I got struck by lightning or something. I'm kidding. Just, yeah, probably got to comb my hair and stuff. I was about ready to say, comb my hat. Where did that come from? But anyway. But it has been a pretty good weekend. You know, just go out, have ourselves a good time. I mean, at least try. But, yeah, I love spending my time on the weekends with the horses and the people that I love there at West Creek and stuff. And, yeah, so far, I definitely would love to take somebody to the rodeo. I don't know who yet, but somebody's gonna be a lucky winner. I mean, we'll just have to wait and see. But anyway, if I don't have anything else, I guess we'll see you guys back later. So y'all have a good rest of your day. Hey, and it's really beautiful out here, so come outside, enjoy some pretty good weather. But yeah, come on out here, just enjoy some weather. But anyway, see you guys later.